All right, Michael, we're going to do some range of movement tests on you. We're going to do the first test, checking out your flexibility on a sit and reach test. What this is going to do is this is going to tell us a little bit about your flexibility in your hamstrings, your gluteus maximus, and your lower back. So what I'm going to get you to do, we're going to do 3 tests and we'll pick the average from them. Now, you haven't done exercise. We like to do this to you while your body's nice and cool, that it hasn't had any exercise, so that when we retest it, we get a good variable result to have a look that's the same as our first test. All right, so we're going to keep our legs nice and straight, and I want you to bend forward and reach as far forward as you can. Excellent. So just holding that for me. And that is a 12 centimetres, so that's a minus 12 centimetres. Okay, so take a big deep breath and breathe out and reach forward, and we'll do another one. All right, that has brought it a little bit further forward, and that is a 10. So a minus 10. All right, so we're going to do one more for me, Michael. Breathing in and breathing out. Very good. All right, so that brings us to a 9, a minus 9. There we go. So 10.5. So minus 10.5 is your average. Now, let's have a little look. All right. All right, so that flexibility, having a look here for the men, it's quite low flexibility because there isn't a positivity, so it's a below average flexibility. So it just tells us that your hamstrings are a little bit tight, and we'll have to do some stretching to help that, to stretch them out a little bit, because having really tight hamstrings can lead to injury.
Yep.
All right, we're going to do one more test for you, and this one is called the arm over under test. It's also called the zipper test. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is you're going to put, we'll start with your left over the top, so left arm in the air, and then your right arm behind you, and you're going to bend your left hand and see how close you can put your fingers together.
Like that.
Yep. All right. Can you get them any closer?
No.
Excellent. All right. Now I'm just going to go from middle finger to middle finger measurement, and that is 14 centimetres. All right. Now, Michael, can I get you to just shake them out? And we're now going to do the right hand over the top. So we'll do exactly the same thing again. And let's see how close we can get those fingers. Oh, so there we go. You've got a lot more flexibility with that right hand on the top. All right, so this side, what we've got is actually an overlap of about 1 centimetre. So that's fantastic. Awesome. All right, let's go left over the top again. We're going to do an average of 3. So left hand up and then right hand.
No, that's it.
That's it? Okay, good work. So it's quite amazing, isn't it, how much less flexible that right hand is, that right arm. All right, Michael, can I get you to do the other side again? Excellent, so that's plus again. So that is very good. So when we have the right on the top, it's wonderful. You're getting a really good average. It's just that left one over the top, it just shows us that we need to do a bit of work with your flexibility in your shoulders.
Well, you really feel that in the triceps.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more. So this time we're doing a left over the top again. Very good. And that is a minus 14 centimetres. And one more time with the right over the top. Great, so that's plus again.
Wow, that's cool.
All right, Michael, thank you. So, if we just have a little look at our evidence today, it just shows us when we're doing your program, we need to definitely put a lot of work in that right arm flexibility. So, because what we're testing with that is your shoulder caps, your internal and external rotation of your arms. So it's showing us that you don't have a great range of motion on this right side.
Yep.
So we need to work on making it nice and flexible. It just shows us too that you're very much right hand dominant. And so those muscles are worked really hard but probably not stretched very much. So we'll just have to make sure that we put a lot of stretching in your program. So it's told us we have a below average result with your sit and reach, so we're going to do lots of stretching on your hamstrings, your gluteus maximus and your lower back. And we'll also, it just showed us too that on your right over the top, we're getting a good result, and the left over the top, we were getting the worst result. So it was just telling us that we need to work on that flexibility. So what we're going to do is we'll put all that stretching into our program, and we will make sure we reassess you again in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Cool.
Any questions?
No.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Michael.